Well, good evening. Arteta is on pressure to bring in January transfer signings at the club of Arsenal. After what happened over the weekend, leading by 2-0, and Arsenal went ahead to obviously lose their win, that would have gone ahead to see them be close 3 points behind Liverpool. Arteta is on pressure to obviously get in new signings. 20th of January, that is it. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. And remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops. And if at all you need a used phone and a used laptop, or a brand new phone and a brand new laptop, call them on +256 70 99 88 665. And even if you need what we call an affordable smartwatch, call them on that number and you will thank me later. You understand? You can as well go to TikTok, go into your search bar, type Mono Gadgets, and you'll see the wide range of products that these people do have. And it doesn't necessarily apply to those that want to buy, but also to those that believe it's high time that they got to obviously have a glance at the brand new product they really have. The used phones and used laptops they're really having come from the United Kingdom. That is it. So let's obviously start it off. Fabrizio Romano quoted Mikel Arteta, and he said that Arteta confirms plan to bring in new players. He said, when you look at the bench, then probably we are very short, via Fabrizio Romano. So Fabrizio Romano got that quote from the manager of Arsenal, that when you look at the players they're really having off the bench, they're really short. And this obviously applies to exactly what happened in the game of Arsenal, as they took on a side called Aston Villa. Now, when you look at the side of Aston Villa and Arsenal, these are the substitutes they made. Arsenal brought on Sterling only. You understand? Meaning that they only made one substitution, if at all I'm not mistaken. You understand? They took off Martinelli and they brought on Sterling, meaning that the manager never had quality to effect their offensive play. Now, let's go to the side of Aston Villa. They brought on John Duran. He's one of those players that is going to score very many goals in the Premier League this season. Lucas Digne contributing to the assist that resulted into the first goal that Aston Villa scored through Yuri Tielemans. Then Lamare, Bograde, another one, and then Leon Bailey. Now, when you hear those substitutes that really came off the bench to obviously come and effect the offensive play for the side of Arsenal, you understand 100% that it is really one of those times that are really very, very hard. You understand? Because if you are yet to play other teams in the league, I think Arsenal is playing Wolverhampton Wanderers next, and you are really having that side at you, also with that bench with you, then you cannot favorably compete. And I tell you, this is the right time for Arsenal to come up and show us that they are ready to obviously get into the market to bring in players. Because if they don't bring in new players, it will be the best communication to the fans of Arsenal that forget all about the trophy, because the trophy is there for Arsenal to win. I tell you, the trophy is there for Arsenal to win, but Arsenal is not doing the due diligence to see to it that they bring in players. But with Arteta saying that they're really short at bench, that's why Fabrizio told you that Arteta has confirmed the urge to bring in new players at the club of Arsenal. Now, this is the full statement. Arteta was asked on pressure to make a signing during the January transfer window. He said, not at the result at the moment. He look at the performances. I don't know how many teams are playing at this level in the league. When you look at the bench, probably you say, I think we are really very short. And when a manager comes out and says that they're really short at the bench, he's like sending a message to the board of Arsenal that please get me signings. Get me signings. Get me those signings as soon as possible. Because if I'm not having those signings, I don't think that I'm really going to go anywhere because they need offensive play and defensive cover. You understand? The good thing is that Ben White and Tomiyasu are really gonna return, are really in training, and you never know when they are playing over the weekend against Wolverhampton Wanderers. They'll obviously have a lot to do. I think when they are playing in the UEFA Champions League, I think they won't obviously have a goal, but I know they'll have a very huge goal into the game they're going to be playing with the weekend. Now, what players are Arsenal looking at? For the forwards, it's Cunha, more realistic because he's Wolverhampton Wanderers are willing to let him go around £50 million. Then the other player is Victor Osimhen, £60 million, I think, around 62, 63 million pounds. If a team comes in that amount of money, obviously he will be let go. You understand? So, Benjamin Šeško, I don't think that RB Leipzig is willing to obviously get on this player and really sell him on. Gyökeres is another one that Arsenal might obviously go in for. So those are the strikers that Arsenal will be looking at. Nico Williams is one of the players that Arsenal is looking at, and Mbuemo and very many others. So as it stands, Arsenal is looking at very many players, and after dropping points against Aston Villa, obviously it's a message that the side of Arsenal needs to obviously reinforce their squad to see to it that all goes on well as planned. But for Zubimendi, they've already gone ahead to agree personal terms, but they cannot get this player in the January transfer window. So as it stands, today is the 20th, meaning that we are left with 13 days to end this winter transfer window. How far is Arsenal gonna move? I've seen Man United, they are moving in for the Lecce left back, and Anthony is leaving, Garnacho is leaving, Marcus Rashford is leaving. So they are really trying to do some huge business into the January transfer window. And Chelsea are really in for Alejandro Garnacho. You understand? Chelsea are in for Alejandro Garnacho. So we are waiting to see how everything is really going to be panning out for the side of Man United into what they are doing on a daily here. You understand? So we wait and see how that pans out. But the manager of Arsenal was later asked onto what we call the title race, on whether Liverpool is really winning the title race after Arsenal coming up and failing to obviously win their game of football that would have gone ahead to see to it that they closed down on Liverpool to 3 points. He said, yeah, there are moments, obviously, they managed to do that. I mean, the subs made the impact, and Liverpool, managed to change the game. And on our side, it was the opposite, even though after conceding the 2 goals very close to each other, the danger was because I knew half the team was that, and we could go downhill because we were physically drained. Suddenly, the team found another gear to go again and just put Villa in their box and go again, trying to find the goal that we haven't been able to score at the end. Obviously, chances were there, especially that of Leandro Trossard, where Alex Kelly released him, sat down a defender, and couldn't find the ball at the back of the net. So he's like, the difference is that Liverpool have a better bench than Arsenal. And how do you obviously improve your bench? Is by getting in at least one player who obviously does a lot into the offensive play of Arsenal. That is it. But goals are coming in through for the club of Arsenal, and they've gone here to put in lots of chances. But I think it was all about a defensive error that led to all what we saw at that game of football, to see Arsenal dropping those points at the Emirates. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. Hope you guys are really having fun, and this is the Rokani Media Football. Continue to subscribe to this channel to see to it that all really goes on as planned, and hit the notification bell because we want to hit 25,000 subscribers, right? Let's obviously get into the goal and see what you people have to say about what is happening right about now at the club of Arsenal and very many other clubs. I'm returning with a story from Chelsea, and I think it's gonna be Garnacho wanted by Chelsea and Napoli. So your comments are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David is still my name, and hope you guys are really doing fine. Not so? I love you all, and continue to give me those likes and subscriptions and you can as well buy super chats in here. Arteta on transfer pressure. Bye bye.